Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We're currently out at 2 in the morning. We're going out foraging. Hopefully we can find some cool creatures. I'm looking for a bit of a mixed bag today. Just a little bit of a pot around before the rain comes at 4 in the morning. So stay tuned. Hopefully we don't get soaked. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! Cable ties for the win. Got a little hole there. And if I started finding any prawns or anything small, they'd be out in a heartbeat. So good old cable ties. There is loads of big winkles on this beach. On the way back up I might grab a few of those. I'm looking for a bit of a mixed bag forage, so I'm out for anything tonight. Fingers crossed we can get lucky. We're going through a series of pools and streams, just seeing what we can find. There's a common eel. Oh, look at that, I haven't seen one of these in ages. Ooh, there's another one there. Oh wow. There you go guys. I'm not going to eat this because they seem to be a lot less common than they used to be, these green eels. This is called the green eel or common eel. And check that out. Cool little creature. We usually call them snot eels as well, because if you run your hand down them you have a big ball of slime on you. Cool little creatures. I don't often see these, so it's definitely a welcome treat. Got a bit of damage on his head, that one, so we're getting back. And these, they travel absolute miles, going from fresh water to salt water. A really hardy little creature. Looks like a snake going through the water. So many pretty colours. This time of year really is pretty. All the greens, the purples, see all the little microorganisms all mixed in between as well. Hopefully we can get a nice big Larry to eat. Look at that. Serious camouflage on that one. It's got trees growing on him. Nice. Coming to the end of the season of the spiders. One of my favourite times, because a lot of fish come in feeding on the spider peelers because they're molting. And usually in about a couple of weeks to a month, hopefully all the fish will come in feeding on them. Grab a few nice winkles while we're here. I really do enjoy the taste of winkles. They're just a bit fiddly to pick, so we'll grab a few of those. Hopefully we get a nice mixed bag on the next beach. Finally back at the bike. Got our winkles there to start with. I purposely brought a bucket with me today, so everything we get we can put there nicely. It's not going to get all smashed up. It's not going to get all smashed to pieces. So we're off to the next beach now. It's going to be a bit windy, but hopefully we can find some lady crabs, some prawns, or even a lobster if we're lucky. I'm going to bring the bucket on this forage, just because we could find some prawns and some lady crabs and stuff, so I don't want them all fighting, so I'm just going to keep them in the big bucket. Keep them all live with some fresh water as well. So happy days. Let's head down the beach, see what we can find. I've just got down the other beach and look at the size of the winkles here. They're massive. I think I'm going to replace my other ones with some of these bad boys, because they are huge. Look at that. We hit the mother load. There's some absolute beauties down here, and lots of them as well. So what I'm going to do is start foraging a few of these while the tide goes down, and we'll start looking for some lobsters. There are sand eels everywhere on this beach. I'm really early on the tide, because I wanted to walk out into the surf and have a little look around, just in case there's any flatties or bass or anything like that. But all I'm seeing at the moment is just millions of sand eels swimming around. There's got to be some fish around here feeding on these, surely. Check this out guys, look at this lobster. Look at that for a perfect burrow. Oh, what an absolute beast. So we're going to get the hook now and go get him out. That's an easy keeper. Look at him coming to investigate me a bit there. Got Got it by hand. He's an absolute clonker. Look how much that's dug out right in the corner as well. And there's a big solid male lobster. I can't believe I just found that. We are super high up the beach as well. Just goes to show, see, summertime they move around so much. And that there is an absolute prime male lobster. Oh yeah, you beauty. Check that out. I'm glad I came to this beach now. This is all worth getting soaked for later on, that's for sure. Let's get it in the bucket. I've got the bucket attached to me at the moment. So there you go. Lobster's in. That is an absolute chunker of a lobster. Happy days. One down. Hopefully things carry on like this. We're in for a good forage, baby. Woohoo! And look at that. Just walking around this big rock and you see the big cavern that is dug underneath the rock. It's literally perfect for lobsters. Just a big side of a rock dug underneath just because he couldn't escape the tide. I'm over the moon with that. This forage has only just begun and we're already a big lobster down. You absolute diamond. Hopefully in the holes that we go to we find a couple more, that'd be nice. But if not, I'm more than happy. We're on a species hunt, we got some winkles and we got a lobster. Oh, I'm over the moon with that. Look at the barnacles on it. These are actually called keel worms. They do get barnacles on them, but majority of these little squiggly ones, these are called keel worms. Shows how hard this lobster really is. Look at that. Oh, I'm over the moon with that. Let's go get some more. We're just waiting for the tide at the moment because we're still very early. Hopefully all of his friends are out here. Nice bit of seaweed on top just to keep him alive. It's quite warm tonight, so trying to look after the lobsters a little bit better. That's the way to do it. Just seen this pool and it had loads of really good prawns in it. But as always, they're always hard to catch. It's a baby corkwing wrasse there. Look at the colours on that. I believe there's another small fish in here somewhere amongst all the prawns. Nope. I'm seeing things. There, corkwing goes back. And we've got a few nice prawns in here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Don't want to start losing them. Oh, there was another fish. There you go. It's another baby corkwing. There we go. Got a couple of prawns there. I'm going to work my way, just while the tide goes down, I'm just going to work my way through the pools and try and gather some of these. I wouldn't mind a nice feed of prawns. Look at that one. He's got a ragworm sticking out of his mouth. Oh, there's a few bits in there. There is another lobster in here, guys. I can see his antennae. You can see the dugout burrow at the back there. The tide's too deep for me to put the hook in here yet, but I've literally just seen his antenna. Oh, I see him again there, look. Nice. Hopefully that's another keeper. And we've got a hole next to it as well. You can't beat it. It looks like big antennae in there. There's a little wrasse swimming out as well. Hopefully that's another biggie. Haha, well excited. Fingers crossed we can get him out. You can just see his claws poking out now. He keeps coming out, probing the water and then going back in. Really fascinating to watch. I've got another 20 minutes before that tide's low enough to get him out. We're still in about 2.5 foot of water, so problem is getting a lobster out when it's like this. Is if I hooked him out, he could swim really fast this way and then I'd lose him. Looks like a good lobster. Some nice claws on it. Hopefully it's a keeper. I'm excited to get this one out. But if I rush it, I could lose it. What a perfect example of a hole though. You could see, like from back there, 20 foot away, I could see the cloud of dust coming out like this. And that's the lobster just digging out his burrow underneath. So fascinating. I'm hoping it would just walk out. Got my net ready just in case though. There he is. Got him. Second lobster down. I don't know if it's a keeper, but it's going to be very close. Nice. Had to wait a while for that tide to get down. Oh, look at that. Giant lady crab there. Get those as well, look. Hey, we're on a roll, baby. Check this out. Oh yeah, I believe that one's a... I'm pretty sure that's the keeper. That is a seriously solid lobster again as well. And another male tonight. And yeah, there's the gauge. And look at that. Easily in. 2 lobsters down. Happy days. Can't believe that already. We've got 2. One big one. One little one. I'm going to have to put some bands on these lobsters, I think. I'm over the moon with that. And we've even got a peeler crab here. A female lady crab underneath a giant male. Check this out, guys. That there is a peeler crab. It was underneath the male. Big male. I'm not going to keep this today because we've got 2 lobsters, so I don't have to keep it. And plus he's protecting his missus, so fair play to him. So these can go back. And we got some lobsters to ban. That's what I do. Squeeze the claw down and just slide it over. And there we go. You can tell the males by the 2 swimmerettes here. When they're long and hard like that, it's a male. When they're really soft, it's a female. Also the tails are a lot more skinny and the claws are wider. And look at the size of that one. Hey, hey. So put that one in the bucket. We'll get this one all banded up. If he doesn't get me first. Quickly get that one on. Russian roulette with lobsters. Look at that, he's so strong. That there is a prime lobster. Nice. Can't beat this time of year. Look at that, eh? 2 lovely lobsters. We've got some winkles and some prawns so far. This mix-up forage is going excellent. Check this out, guys. Just looked under this and bam! Another lobster down. That might even be a keeper. You're kidding me. Look at that. It didn't even look that dug out. I just stuck the hook under and this thing just came shooting out. We are on an absolute roll today. Another male. And that one there. Look at that. Another keeper. 3 keepers down. Oh, I can't believe that. We are on an absolute roll tonight. For this spot especially, because I don't usually find this many lobsters this spot. We've had tides now for about 2 months where they weren't low enough to get to the lobster holes. So I believe that's why there's so many lobsters around. It's because they've had time to replenish, come up the beach, and there's no foragers out. Happy days. 3 lobsters down and we still got holes to check, baby. But hey, haven't had a forage this good in a while. Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon with this. Usually I've been picking up sort of one lobster if I'm lucky, and that was before the little tides came. There we go. Just shows the grounds have been replenished and there is plenty seafood to be taken, that's for sure. There we go. 3rd lobster of the night and we still got holes to go, baby. 3 lobsters down. 3 males as well. Male lobsters. That is awesome to see. Those are baby wrasse. These are little cork ring wrasse. There seems to be a few of them. They keep washing themselves up on the beach for some reason. I don't know whether that's to do with them, their breeding or what, but it's not a wise choice. I've decided I'm going to leave the bucket here, guys, because it's kind of getting heavy now to drag along with me. So I've only got a couple of holes to check, and then we're going to go try and catch a few prawns. So I'll leave these here. And I'll come back for these on the way back. I've got quite a long trek along a load of rocks, so I don't really want to be traipsing around with this because we could see bass, so I need both hands to scoop them up, hopefully. Something we're starting to see a lot of on this beach is oysters. Well, I say a lot, but there's a fair few here, a lot more than there used to be a few years ago. Nice to see. Healthy population of oysters. Whew, that rain's just starting, so I'm gonna go back, get my lobsters. I'm gonna go for a little mooch around quick, and then we're straight home. Got a 2-mile ride home, then we're gonna munch on a lobster, baby. Woohoo! So there you go, guys. Got lovely big lobsters today. Got 2 about the same size, and every single one of them are full of keel worms, really solid lobsters, and they're all males as well. Very interesting forage tonight. I didn't actually have much hope. I thought, oh, I might get lucky with 1 lobster. I didn't think it would turn into a banger of a forage with beasts. Hey, that's how it goes with foraging. You just never know what you're going to find. Hopefully on the next couple of tides it's the same sort of thing. So I'm going to get these in the bucket now, and I'll see you in the kitchen for a good old cook up. There's actually a lot less than I thought in here. I thought I had more prawns, but I've only got 4. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to take this lot back down the beach. It's only going to take me 5 minutes. So to cook my lobsters, all I do is get this to a roll and boil, added sea salt, and then I give them 7 to 10 minute boil, depending on the size of the lobster as well. But usually around 7 minutes from boiling is perfect for a lobster. You can give them a little bit extra if you like, but that's how I like to do it. Before I cut them open or do any sort of other dishes, I like to boil them first. I don't know why, but I find once you boil them and then butterfly them and put them in the oven, it tends to be a lot, the tail meat tends to be a lot softer. Our lobsters have just gone in. Always love watching them change colour. Go from like a bluish black colour straight to orange. Nice. Let's get these cooked. And then while these are done, we'll get the big one cooking. And we'll cut one in half and butterfly it. We'll have some beautiful garlic lobster. For our garlic butter, all we need, big old dollop of Guernsey butter, nice teaspoon of garlic, some white pepper if you like a little bit of spice in there. I'm going to make this lobster a little bit spicy today. And we got some chili flakes, not too many, some parsley, and then I'll crack some black pepper in there as well. And I'll get that melted. And that is literally as simple as it is. We'll butterfly our lobster, get this on, get it in the oven for a few minutes just to cook through. We're going to be eating good at 4 in the morning, baby. These 2 lobsters are cooked now. Good thing to note is when you take them out, unless you put them in an ice plunge, they will still keep cooking. So good little tip. What I'm going to do with these is break the claws off, because my son absolutely loves lobster claws, and I'm going to have the 2 body meats. Delicious. Tell this is a big lobster. The other 2 fit in perfectly, and this one is a bit of a struggle. So there we go. It's sitting in there nicely. Let's cook up some garlic lobster, baby. So all we do now is just get the spoonfuls and just fill up the lobster cavity here, and this will just soak straight through the meat while it's in the oven, and you'll get all of those flavours mingling in with the beautiful lobster tail. It's been a long time since I've had lobster, so this is a very welcome treat for me, that's for sure. Make sure we get plenty on there. And like these are only going to have 5 minutes in the oven just to cook the garlic through. And we can devour some delicious lobster tails. Check that out. And there we go, guys. 2 beautiful butterflied lobster. They got quite a lot of inner meat in this one as well. Because they're so solid. Delicious, baby. So we're going to sit down, enjoy our nice meal at 5 in the morning. We've got lobsters absolutely everywhere. This one's just about cooked. There you go. What a beauty that one was. What an absolute beast of a lobster. Definitely about a 2.5 pounder. Not a bad meal whatsoever. Plenty of lobsters around this house. I was going to keep the cook for tomorrow, but I can't wait. I haven't had lobster in so long. I've been really looking forward to this. And obviously, cooking them in the oven like this is my favourite way of eating them. Just a bit of garlic butter, straight in the oven. You can't go wrong. Mmm. It really does make it a lot more tender when you boil them for a bit. Even boil them for 4 or 5 minutes. And then butterfly them, put your garlic butter in and put them in the oven. You'll find the tail meat is a lot softer. Started out this forage just hoping for pretty much anything. I didn't actually expect many lobsters. Hence the reason I was actually just going to get a few winkles, some prawns and some lady crabs and stuff like that. But we ended up on a really good forage, so can't really complain at all. Maybe on the next one we'll do a bit more of an all sort of forage. But I'm not going to turn down some big lobsters if they're there, that's for sure. Look at that. Whoa. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you want any merch, the link's in the description. There's going to be plenty more to come. I'm back in the swing of things now. I'm fishing, I'm foraging. All the good, well, now we've got the big tides back, it makes a big difference. With the last 2 months, I've barely been uploading because the tides have just been terrible. So I've just been on my boat fishing really, commercially, and making a wage that way. But now, we're back to YouTube, baby. I'll see you on the next one. Smash fishing, baby. Woo!